Good morning, Yvette. It's Brian here from Fort William in Bonnie, Scotland, and it's just after 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I should be in my bed, but I'm not. I wanted to tell you this sort of mostly haunted story about my life, and it kind of goes something like this. It's a little bit spooky, almost, I would say it was from beyond the grave, anyway. Now, like most people, I don't like spiders. I'm not totally petrified of them, as I was when I was younger, but I don't particularly like them. And I'm in a second floor flat, and I don't often get them in my flat. They're there, but I don't often see them. So the backstory is this. As a child, when they appeared in my house that I grew up in, my gran would catch them in her hand and pretend to chase me and my mother around the house, and then pretend to chuck them at me and her. That's why I don't like them. So since my gran passed away over 20 years ago, I've always seen this when spiders appear in my life, that they're a message from beyond the grave. And every time they appear, sometimes if it's smaller ones, I kind of feel that she's just having a look in on me, she's just making sure that I'm okay. But if it's the bigger ones of sorts, then there's a message there. Now, I had a spider in my bedroom a couple of nights ago, and it wasn't too big and it wasn't too small, but it was a decent size. So I can actually go up to spiders now and catch them and put them out, not with my hands, but with a glass and a bit of paper, like most other people do. And every time a spider appears, as I said, it's a message for me. And it could be a warning message, or it could be a message about practically anything. And I just found out a couple of days ago that my elderly aunt, who's in her 90s, was taken into hospital. She's fine. I went in to see her today, and she's up walking around, but her memory's now going, and she's a bit disorientated. But that's my spooky, mostly haunted story from beyond the grave, that I believe every time spiders appear in my life, it's my gran sending me messages and looking in on me. Sleep tight.